Let's begin with the race in District 10. That's between incumbent Dan Goldman and former comptroller Brad Lander. Pix 11's political reporter Henry Rossoff joining us now live from Park Slope to break it all down. Hi, Henry.
Hi there. Yeah, we just got some new numbers from the Board of Elections. About 35,000 or so mail-in ballots will be counted as part of tonight's drop. From the 3 p.m. report, we already had 330,000 votes cast either today or early. So we're looking at about 365,000 votes cast citywide. This is still significantly behind the pace of last year's big mayoral election. Focusing in on New York 10, which I'm really focused in on tonight. Here's everything you need to know about the two candidates that are really battling it out here.
Congress is a totally different animal. It does not operate like city or state government, and we cannot afford to have rookies who don't know how to navigate that system and to get results.
I'm nobody's rookie. The legislation I passed in the city council made us first city in the country where fast food workers have stable schedules, where delivery workers get a living wage.
It's been a contentious contest right down to the end between Congressman Dan Goldman, seeking a third term in office, and former New York City comptroller Brad Lander. In the closing days of the campaign, Goldman has accused Lander of dirty campaigning, including editing his words out of context and making the immigration issue about himself after he was arrested last year at immigration court.
You have someone who has been a career politician who clearly will say anything and do anything, including splicing a video to try to get votes. But ultimately flip-flops so much that you can't trust him.
Lander, who is backed by Mayor Zohran Mamdani, has in turn condemned Goldman's refusal to call Israel's actions in Gaza a genocide and gone after the source of Goldman's fundraising.
Voters are hungry for bolder leadership. They want Democrats who are going to stand up and fight. Donald Trump is having ICE kill mothers in the streets and taken over countries. So, we've had a great reception to this message.
According to a Pix 11 Emerson College poll conducted in mid-May, Lander looks strong. He's ahead by 34 points, leading Goldman 57% to 23%. At the time, 20% of voters were undecided. Goldman's team says the internal polling he has things much tighter. At one point during the campaign, we found there was one area of agreement when I had both candidates on my streaming show, New York's Best Bagel. Goldman is the founder of the Bagel Caucus in Congress, bringing down fresh New York bagels to share at the Capitol each week.
It is important to build those relationships even if you are going to do battle, because ultimately in Washington, everything has to be bipartisan. Almost.
Would you keep the Bagel Caucus alive if elected?
100%. There are many things I disagree with Representative Goldman on, but the fact that New York 10 should chair the Bagel Caucus, strongly agree.
We love our bagels here in the 10th. Of course, polls open until 9 p.m. It's been slow going out here, as I was just reporting before the story you saw. So all those votes, especially from registered Democrats in these heated primaries, they're going to count in a big way today. Live in Park Slope, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.